All right. Hello, everyone. I am Debbie Packard from Topeka, Kansas. I am not Julie White from Pennsylvania, but I am sitting in for her tonight to get this show on the road. I see Julie coming on right now. What a joy. Anyway, we are here tonight to talk about our amazing back office with LifeVantage. And for some, it can be more of a snag than others, but I'm just here to show a few things about it that might be helpful. Um, and it may be that you can follow along on your laptop as you do this. And I am going to pull up a PowerPoint, and I'll give you a hint when I'm sharing a PowerPoint, it automatically is going to take your Zoom call into a full screen mode. You can click on that view and exit full screen, so you might be able to flip back and forth between your own back office and what you're seeing on the training, or just wait and watch the training on your phone later again as you go through it with your computer. Those are some ideas I've had to make that work. But let me pull up a little PowerPoint just to get us started here. I hope. There we are. All right. Well, we are, oopsie, I just already missed a screen. We're talking about the LifeVantage back office and where it is and how we can use it. And I'm going to, there we go. I think that'll work. Um, so these are just I took some screenshots from my own office, my own website, my own computer, took some screenshots and we'll use those to kind of show some things about our back office. And then I'll actually sign into a back office at the end of this just to show you a couple of things live. But what we see here, this screen is not your back office. This is your website. Hopefully it's yours or mine or whoever it is. So just a few things. You can tell no one signed in here in this circle. That person icon is white, and that is an indicator that we don't have anyone signed in right now. I am on deborahpackard.lifevantage.com. So this is my personal website. It is indicated right here, referred by Deborah Packard. That I've noticed that is not always on that screen. But if it does show up there, you want to make sure that you're on yours if you are using this screen to sell someone product. So I'll just start right there. If you're with someone, they want to buy some product, and you go to your website, you don't want to be signed in, because if you're signed in, then it's going to be you shopping. So make sure there is no one signed into the website. And this is where you would start. If you want to sell product to someone, you would just go, my goodness, this thing is sensitive. If you want to sell them some product, you would go here to this shop tab and just click there and begin shopping. And when you check out, it will automatically ask them for their information. But on this front screen, this home screen of the LifeVantage website, you can scroll down on this page, just go clear down to the bottom. There's all kinds of information in between. But if you scroll down from this screen, you would get to this at the bottom of all of that. And it is a series of links, lots of links about a lot of different things. You can see down here on the left, become a consultant. So again, if you're not signed in and if someone wants to become a consultant on your team, then this is where they could click and do that. But this is also importantly where you can find information about upcoming events. Anytime you want to, if you want to register events, you want to find the schedule of events, you want to kind of get for the upcoming Momentum Academy, you can find the agenda for that event and the location and hotels that are available and that kind of thing. Just find the event that you are interested in and click on it, and you can get all the information you want. Also, if you see that little blue circle with another chat little icon in there, if that is available, if that's there on the page, then that means that I think that's only available there, only visible when it's available. During business hours from your website, you can do a live chat with support. you would click on that icon and a little window pops up, asks for your name. And if you have a question, and you can just type back and forth with someone who's in support at corporate. So we still aren't in our back office, but there's plenty of helpful information to use from these front pages. Okay, on this page, we are still not in our back office, but we're signed in. You can tell because now this circle is blue and it has the letter D in it. It won't have a letter D in it if you sign in necessarily. My name starts with D, so it has that little blue circle. And if you click on that blue circle, this drop down appears. And there are all kinds of things that you can find from this drop down. I'm going to close this because it's blocking my way. So you can see all of these tabs. And I just want to take a little pocket here and interrupt what I'm saying to tell you this. You're not going to break the back office. You're not going to break your back office. You're not going to ruin anything by experimenting or exploring in this website. They really have things in place to prevent you from being able to do that. So here you have this whole list of things that you can click on that are helpful. And really the best way for you to find out what those are is to click on them. Just go after it, click on them and see what you get when you do. What happens when you click on manage subscriptions? Well, it's going to let you manage your subscriptions is what happens there. There's a whole order history is a great thing to have, especially, I mean, for me, tax time is here, and for all of us, tax time is here. And if you want a record of everything you've ordered for the past year, you can click on that order history and it's going to give you your order history. You can click on each one of the orders and find out what you've ordered, where it shipped to, what it cost, what you paid in taxes, all of that. So those are two of my favorites, managing subscriptions, obviously, and order history. There's trackers is on there. If you click on trackers, you can get your RISE ERA tracker. You can get the global incentive trip tracker. You can track the fast start for your team. Lots of trackers there that you can get information that gives you the up-to-date information on where you are in different what do I want to say, efforts. You can click here on the hub. There's an easy way to get to the hub. You can also just go to hub.lifevantage.com. But if you're in your website and you want to just go directly to the hub, that's the place to do it. You can find out what the enrollment packs are, get pictures and itemization of every single one and find out what their volume is and what their price is. And then that bottom one is resources. And I was curious about that. I thought, well, wonder what that is. So we click on resources and there are a lot of resources right here, just inside the front door of your website, not quite right before you get to the back office. You can click on these resources. And I circled a few of them. The compensation plan, the complete description of our compensation plan is in there, and the highlights in that next box. There's a consultant product price list and order form, as well as a customer product price list and order form. And we had a meeting here in Kansas City just this weekend. We were talking about this and how helpful it is just to have a printed list of every product, every stack, every bundle, every enrollment pack, everything that's on there, how much volume it's worth, and what it costs. There's two different lists. You don't want to hand your customer the consultant price list, but you can hand them a price list, and the customer price list will show them both the customer price and the retail and subscription prices for customers. And then again, the enrollment packs. This would be a PDF instead of a screen showing up on your computer. It's a PDF that you could print and have on hand to know what all of those enrollment packs are. So those are just a number of the things that you can get to before you enter your office. All right, let's get into our back office. The way I clicked on, we saw that list down here, right here, you see it says back office. So when I finally click on that, this is where it's going to bring me. this is the opening welcome into your back office. I have hidden some things in some of these slides just because I want to protect my own information as well as that of some of the people on my team. So, but you'll see the basic headings, and that's what I want you to see here. You're going to see a hi, whoever you are, a welcoming there. We're in the dashboard right now. You're starting out at the dashboard. You know that by that little blue line under there. But then under here, look at all these tabs that are available at the dashboard. And I'm going to have to pull it closer so I can read them. You're looking at the summary right now. And really the summary tells you what you still have to do to reach an oncoming rank. The next page, qualifications, tells you what you have done. So it kind of depends on what resonates with you, what your math skills are, or how you interpret information. To me, I feel like these are both different ways of looking at where you are today in terms of where you've been before, where the next step is, and what you need to do. That's what the summary shows us. If you go then to the qualifications tab, you see all the way across. Just we have, let me talk about these because I'm not going to delineate all of these tonight. The next one over is qualifications. Like I said, it's going to tell you what you have already accomplished this month, what your volume is, what your sales volume is, what your team's volume is, what their sales volume is, etc. The next one is enrollments. I just encourage you again, just when you have time, take time to explore this back office. Click on enrollments, see what it's telling you. Click on the fast track. It's going to let you know who in your team is on the fast track and how they're doing, where they're qualifying. Customer sales, genealogy is, I'm not sure that is what I think it is. So I'm going to let you discover that one on your own. Commissions is where you find out what you're going to get paid, what you have gotten paid on a monthly or weekly or daily basis. It's where you're going to find the money side of things. And then volume. Some of these will show you graphs with your volume where they are today as opposed to where they were a month ago or a year ago. Lots of helpful info. If we looked at all of these in detail, we would be here all night. But it's there. This is under qualifications. This is that second tab after the summary. Qualifications, like I said, it's telling you where you are right now, what your volume numbers are. The summary tells you more what you need to reach the next rank. All right. And if you can see down here at the bottom, it says group sales volume. This summary, the qualifications will also show you how that breaks down. It's going to show you what the legs are and what the volume is in each of those legs. If you have, if you're, depending on where you are in the company, where you are in your history with LifeVantage, if you have consultants under you, that's where those are going to show up. Okay, moving on. I love this little piece. Okay, so I've moved over that top setting at the top of the screen. We started out at the dashboard. Now we're going to scoot over to reporting. I want to make sure I haven't missed anything. Nope, we're good. Okay, so reporting is, guess what? Reports. And one of the first ones that shows up in the list is the new member enrollments. And I check this pretty often because I don't want to miss when someone enrolls a new customer or consultant. When you click on that reporting and then new member enrollments in the list of available reports, it's going to tell you who has enrolled someone this month, how they enrolled as a customer or consultant, who the enroller ID is. You can see right across here is what it's going to tell you. The new member name, their sponsor name, their enroller name, basically the same. When they enrolled, the account type, the volume of their enrollment, their next run date, and their subscription volume projected. You can do this for any number, like at least for a year. I've got it on February of 2024, but you can click on that drop down if you want to compare this, or if you want to look back and say, wow, who's been really busy enrolling? But anytime you see a new enrollment, I mean, you want to broadcast that. You want to give the kudos where they are due and let your team know we've got someone out there who's working. It's really fun. The next report that I wanted to show you is the detailed genealogy. This is a powerhouse report to get lots of information about your business. I know the people thing is enrolled here, but you get to this report by clicking on reporting and then click on detailed genealogy. This strip up here at the top where it says organization, columns, and filters is where you're going to format the report that you want to make. In organization, you can choose the group of people that you want in this report. You can choose if it's going to be only consultants or only customers or everybody. The columns place here is where you're going to tell the program what information you want to see. So like for right now, they're going to give you the name of everybody in your report. That's the first thing. You don't get a choice about that. The next thing I have on here is that person's lifetime rank. So you might guess that right now I'm looking for consultants in my organization, but it doesn't have to be that way. The next thing I'm looking at is this kind of a group for February of 24, our current month. These 5 columns are all February 2024. The current qualified rank, I just saw their lifetime rank. This tells me where they are right now. Their current seller title, that's a new piece they've added to this report, which I really like. So that's the Onyx, Emerald, Sapphire, or Diamond. Their customer sales volume, their sales volume, and their organizational volume. I'm going to see when they last ordered. I'm going to see their renewal date, their enroller ID, and I just stuck cell number. But there is a lot of other things that you can choose. For one thing, I can also pull up January and December to see how February compares with the past 2 months. I can pull up addresses. I can pull up phone numbers. This right here, columns, is where you're going to decide what you're going to display. So they're going to show you, if I click on that, it shows you it shows you what's in the right hand is what's going to be displayed. What's in the left hand is what you can have displayed. And if you click on something and then click the arrow, moving it one way or the other, you're going to be moving things into the display item list or out of the display item list. And in that displayed items list, you can click on one thing and then move it up or down to decide what order you want things displayed in. I hope that's clear. You'll see, if you listen to what I just said while you're looking at this report at the columns feature, you will see exactly what I mean. And the filters is things like people who are active versus non-active. You can filter what their volume is. You can filter when they signed up. You can filter other things. Play with it. Get in there on those filters and just mess around with it. You're not going to hurt anything. You're not changing the data inside of the record of your business. You're just sharing different ways to display it on your screen. So be bold. Go in there and try different reports and see what really gives you what it is that you need to know. Here's the other thing I want to tell you. When you do pull up a report on detailed genealogy, any of these blue headings, if I click on one, like this is the one I often do, I click on last ordered. Whatever you click on, it's going to sort that report using that field. So if I click on last ordered, the first person in that report is going to be the person that ordered the longest time ago. Their last order was the longest time ago. And then it's going to sort it down so that the last person on the report is going to be the person that maybe just order this afternoon. But here's the thing. I can click on last ordered a second time, and it's going to flip-flop that. So the first person on the report now is going to be the person who most recently ordered. And sometimes I'll use that report now to look down and think, okay, well, who last ordered on January 10th? And why didn't they order on February 10th? You can use this report to just look at behaviors, set patterns, and see what's going on in your business. So I'm not taking many questions right now. We'll take some at the end, and I'd be happy to pull this back up and we can see where we are with it. This is another favorite place for me on reporting. Look over on the right side of that page and you'll see the rewards circle reports that you can pull up. And I'm planning to pull one of these up after I finish the slideshow. But it's amazing what you can see. Your reward circle customers, you can tell when they last ordered, you can tell how many credits they have, how many of those are going to expire soon. It's a great way to be able to help your customers because they might not be watching that information. And help your team because they might not be watching their customers' information. And you can look at the reward circle customers in all of your organization. You can also see who of your customers are not participating in the reward circle, which basically means they don't have a subscription. Helpful information. The library is the fourth tab on that on our back office. And the library is also something that I'm going to get into live so you can see. But with the library, you can go, you can access a lot of info. Just give me a minute here and we'll get there because I want you to see what's back there. So as far as the slideshow goes, that is that. I'm gonna stop that share there. Oh, we gained some people. I couldn't see any faces while I was on that. I'm just gonna go ahead and get that. I think, yes. Let me pull this up and just continue sharing information, and then we'll wrap it up and have Q&A. Okay, so this is my BC2 account, and I feel a little bit more open sharing some of the things up here because BC2s can't enroll people. So I don't have a lot of data on here about people, but I wanted to show you. Let's go to the back office. Is this where I wanted to go? Yes. I'm signed in. Okay, I wanted to show you, as soon as you get to the dashboard of your back office, you can scroll down to the bottom, not even quite to the bottom. I'm just going to scroll down, and there are these new tabs, two tabs. One is to help a new consultant enroll, and one is to help a new customer shop. And so these are links that you can send someone. Now, I tried this out today just to kind of play with it, and tell me if this goes with me. Yeah, that's not going to work. It copies a link that takes you to the page where someone would sign up as a new consultant. However, it doesn't take it to the page, to the link on my page. It takes them to a page where it says, well, we want to make sure you're enrolling under the right person. So who's your person? So what I would do if I was going to use this link is I would go ahead and get that link, go to that link, put my name in there, and then click and go to the opening page of that consultant enrollment and copy that link and send it to someone. It's a little bit more cumbersome, but at least that way you're sure they're going to be actually enrolling up under you. But the customer link takes them right to your website, your referral site. So that is great. And the other thing I wanted to show you was this, my Reward Circle customers report. Look at this information. You get their ID number, all of your subscription customers, their Reward Circle status. Remember, their Reward Circle or Inner Circle, and they're on Inner Circle if they're earning that 10% credit rather than the 5% that they start with. Active subscription, the subscription template sales volume. So in other words, how much volume are you getting off of their subscription order every month? How much have they total spent since they began being a subscription customer? Their anniversary month, how many credits they've redeemed, how many credits they have available, the next one's to expire, and the expiration date. Folks, this is just gold as far as I'm concerned in terms of customer support. It's a report we should be looking at least now and then to know how we can really support our customers and help them get the most out of their credits. And if they're, if they're spending $198 and if they spent $2 more, they could use another $10 in credits. They might not even be aware of that. And we're the ones that would be needing to tell them. I think those are the two things that I really wanted to show you out of this account. So I'm going to stop that one. And I'm going to stop the recording, and then I think we'll open up for questions.